Hi guys, it's Yolanda, and this is basically a back to basics tutorial on very simple pockets that you can make for your journals. I mean, they can vary from, like I said, simple to complicated. And so let me show you. This is my patchwork, one of my patchwork journals, and I'm just going to show you, because someone has asked me as well. Simple pocket with no flaps. You're going to laugh. So let's see, I've got just various papers here to the side of me. Let's use this music paper. How cool. That's quite nice. So you know what I'm going to do? Okay, this one was cut. It's not torn, but just kind of, let's take off this. And I have an A5 size paper here. So it's A4 folded in half to make A5 size. So it also depends, when you make your pockets, how much stuff you want to put inside them. And there's no standard rule to measurements for your pockets either. So there we have this one, and I'm quickly going to distress the edges. I could also go in the machine and stitch the edges. That always looks nice. You know what, I'm going to do it very quickly. My sewing machine is right here. It's right on, and I'll be right back. So here is my now stitched pocket. You can leave these on. Oh, okay, that one came off. You can leave the threads on if you want. Again, lots of journalers do. And all I'm going to do is glue it down. A thin line of glue. And of course you don't have to stitch. Or if you don't have a sewing machine, then you don't stitch. Just and remember, when you're doing this, especially before you stitch in your journal pages, aim more to the outside than to the inside, because this makes it easier for you to stitch. Okay, and there one very simple let's just, where's my thing? Here it is. Pocket that you can slide something into. And say you want to make that even fancier. Okay, let's use this. This makes me happy. That's quite nice. This is now just a bit of embellishment. Again, I would probably stitch this. Now this I can make into a little tuck spot. Okay, so when you do the tuck spot, you're only going to put your glue along two edges there. And I have a tuck spot. So I can put a tag in there, or I can put another journaling card. So now you've got place for two different cards, and that is the most simple pocket, which is exactly what I have here. And I've got two tags, and well, one tag and a journaling card in there. Now another pocket. Now this is the one with the flaps. Okay, and there's two ways to do the pockets with the flaps. I have this piece of cardstock in the brightest yellow you could find on this earth. And you are going to need a scoreboard. If you don't have a scoreboard, then may I suggest you go and buy one, because they are a very handy tool, and it just makes your scoring nice and straight. So always, for any flaps on any pockets, what we normally do is you leave a score at 1/2 inch. This is not my best. Yeah, let me use my Cricut one. There. Scoring tool. And so let's say I want to make my pocket 4 inches. I should cut it first. So okay, wait a minute. We're going to make a 4-inch pocket, right? So on each side you got to leave 1/2 inch for a flap, for flaps on both sides. So I'm going to cut it to 5 inches. There we go. I think that's a better way. Okay, so whatever size pocket you're making, calculate an extra inch for your flaps, because your flaps are 1/4 of an inch. So I'm going to score on both sides. And then the same thing for your bottom flap, 1/2 an inch. Okay, again, whatever size you want to measure to the height, always allow for your bottom flap. Then I am just going to cut like so. Cut this off in order to, and you just angle it like that. I know this is pretty basic stuff for some of you, but so this video is really aimed at those who are starting out. So there, and normally they will tell you when you score to fold towards the bump of the score line, because you get your valley and then you get your bump. So, but yeah, sometimes I just do it both ways. It just depends. But anyway, so towards the bump, and there you have your most basic pocket. Now this one, of course, because of the flaps, does allow more room to put things inside. And then normally, look at this mess already. I will just angle the corners there, and then what you do, okay, let's just glue it. This one I didn't cut it very nicely. Let's just cut that a bit more. This is how I do it. I put glue in the bottom edges to stick this guy on top. Yes, where's my cloth here? Okay, stick now, be good. And then you would take this guy, this yellow that we are going to just use this page, and you can stick your pocket anywhere you want. So you can stick it down in this corner here, you can stick it in the middle, you can stick it up there. I'm going to stick it up here. So all you do, now you can use tape as well if you want, you know, your double-sided tape. Okay, these are all, you know, you get your various sizes. So if tape is your preference, then use tape. I just prefer glue, but everyone is different, so whatever blows your hair back. So this is a full-on pocket, and I'm going to put it here. Oh, you can also do this to your pockets if you want. Many ways of doing this. Use your middle, your round punch, and there we go. So you can have your pocket there. I do have other tutorials with fancier pockets as well, but as I said, this is for beginners, someone who's just starting out and doesn't know. The next thing, this one is actually a little bit short. What do I have to oh wait, I wanted to show you what I call my lazy pockets. Let's use this red. This is going to be, this is a beautiful red. Let's do the same thing. I am just going to even that out there. So let me just cut that. And for what I call my lazy pockets, all I do is I only score on the sides. And it still allows room to put things inside your journal, more than your straight flat pocket. Okay, this is going to fit perfect. This will fit here. So this is what I call my lazy pockets. And again, I just like to take off this Some do, some don't. Just whatever. Okay, so a lazy pocket does not have a flat on the bottom. A flap. Did I say flat? And all you do is Fuggle glue. Put your glue on. That's in the belly, by the way. And then a thin line here. I don't take it all the way to the edge, guys. I just keep it like this in the middle. And then I put my pocket. Very simple. Okay. And you know what I should do as well while I'm here? So full on pocket with flaps on 3 sides. Lazy pocket, excuse me, with flaps on 2 sides. Flat pocket that you just glue into place on 3 sides, and then you put your stuff in there, as on this one. Do I have any lazy pockets in here? Oh yeah, look, I just grabbed a piece of material. You can see it's just random, and I cut the edges with my pincer scissors, pinker scissors. I always call them pincers. You know, crabs. Anyway, and I just hot glued it down, and there you have a fabric pocket. And this is just a corner pocket here that I did a bit of fussy cutting around the edge. So on this pocket you would stick something up like that. Okay. Belly band, and maybe I'll show you in another tutorial. I don't want to make it too long, you know. What other pocket do I have? Again, it's the same thing. This is like a corner pocket using a journal card. So you can use journal cards to make your pockets. And again, there's no flaps on these one. It's just a flat pocket and just glued. So that goes there. And this guy is so easy to make. Okay, let me show you this one here. Let's put this big guy apart. And let's use... I'll be doing a tutorial on that soon. Where is it? Piece of paper. This is very soft. No, I'm going to use a piece of music paper. This is from when I used to play piano a long time ago. So all I'm going to do, I'm just going to tear it. I like tearing. Well, I'm using my ruler to do this. So let's just say, again, there's no measuring, just eyeball it. Look at this easy peasy pocket here that I'm going to do. There we go. And this now, what you're going to do is turn it up. Okay, it's a lot bigger than that. Let's make it a bit, and yeah, I suppose, all right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do here. Let me show you. Look, I could turn it up like this, and I could just glue it down, okay? But I'm not going to do that. This little guy, what I'm going to do is my 1/2 inch, okay? My 1/2 inch score, whip it around. Of course, you could also just measure 1/2 inch from that side, but I prefer to whip it around because I've made mistakes with that. And then I'm just going to fold it there. Very easy. Then I am, let's have a look here. I'm going to take out that top part here. Off it goes. And here, take it off because, you know, that's where I'm folding it up to. Oops, come on, off you go. Okay, I'm just pulling it out because I'm getting impatient now. And then I am going to take off this one. I am cutting along my score line. Same thing on this side. Cut along the score line. Quick, easy pockets to make. And of course you can use your scrapbooking paper to do this, or your digital kits to do this. Once again, just a slight angle. It doesn't have to be a humongous one. And I'm going to do the same here. And the same here. Then just fold that in. If you wanted to now, you could use a punch. Let's do it. Why not? Just to show you something a little bit not different. Lots of ladies have done this before. There we go. I'm just taking off the lost edges here. There we go. And look at that. You have a pretty little pocket, which once it's distressed, I'm just going to distress it here, because I can distress the edges later, you know. So simple. You can of course also use your round punch and punch that out. So now you have a pocket, and you can stitch this in here. There we go. And this one, all I did on the sides, that's not very straight there, is it? But you know what, it doesn't matter, it's okay. All I did for my sides, you can round it. Shall we round it instead of, oh no, let me cut it like that. So you can use your round punch on here, or you can just snip it there, and you've got a little bit of a fancy there. How easy is that? Now afterwards, if you want, you can go and stitch. I should have probably cut this a little bit more, but it's fine, you know. And once you distress it and embellish it, now I would still embellish it like so. There's no need to embellish the back, because this is a stick down pocket. Embellish it a bit. Nothing wrong with that. Let's do this side. And then I'm going to balance it, because it's mostly focused on that side. And then, on this one, I put a whole thing of lace on there, as you can see. And you just embellish, and this comes in and out. And I'll show you how to make these folders, guys. You don't need templates. You know, you can just cut them by hand. And there is another little pocket that could go on top of another pocket in the middle. Again, you could stick it here. Look at this desk. It's just can't keep tidy. I just can't, not when I'm working. So you could make another tuck spot here. See that? You would glue it down that side and put a tag there, or you can glue it down like that and put the tag that away. Simple. This guy, he can go anywhere. Look. In fact, you could even turn this, if you wanted to, into a little envelope by just folding the top down as well. Okay, so now it's gone. It's a little bit out there, but you know, for the sake of the video. So now you have a little envelope. I like saying envelope. It's an envelope. There. So you can either have it like so, with the flaps on the side, or an envelope. And that would also look, it's the same thing, really, it's the same thing. Oops. Okay. What else? Oh yes, a quick corner pocket. I'm going to use this again. I'm just going to trim that there, so it's on one side. I still want to show you the belly band. Hope I don't forget. So say you want to make a side pocket. Do I have one here? Again, you can make Those are journal cards I used. There is a tutorial for that pocket. I don't even have one in here. Check at that. Okay. Right. This is how I do them. So we are going to make a corner pocket. Again, you know, guys, you just need to play. Don't be afraid of playing, and don't be afraid of messing it up and making mistakes. You know how many I've made? So once again, I'm scoring my flap there. And then I'm scoring my, let's say this is obviously too long. I'm just going to cut this down a bit. Let's say 5. There we go. Okay. Then you're going to flip it and score. And just fold it like so on your score line. And once again, take away your corner there. Okay. Where's my other? I want to cut this in front of you. So I'm going to use my Cricut cutter. So say you want to make your diagonal pocket now. This is all you do. You can cut it just like that. So you are going to line up the from score mark to score mark. Oh, look at that. You now have, where's it? Here it is. Okay. Now, once you folded your score lines, you can see it's sticking out. Don't want that. So all you do is cut it. Yes. And cut it. There we go. And there is your pocket. Now, this pocket can go in this corner. You can turn it around. You can stick it up here. You know, it depends on your paper. You can put it that side. Any side will do. Okay. So I'm going to put it this side. Once again, my flap goes over the top. I had the lid in my mouth then. You can stitch it. Here we go. Look at that. I haven't distressed it. Don't need to do that. I mean, you know about distressing. Okay. So that is your basic corner pocket, and I just want to show you. I'm going to make a little one here. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to score. This is on camera. There we go. Forget to check sometimes. And this is going to be a small one. And then I'm going to score along the bottom. You can also use this without the flaps as a simple pocket as well if you wanted to. You know, you would put it on your page like so. And you still have your flap and it's still good to go. But this one has more room in it. So what was I doing? Okay, I'm just folding the bottom. Now let's say you don't want such a deep one. Okay, so what am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, and let's do that. Let's cut that corner off always. And this one is going to go, got no more pages left here. Let's say that'll go there, okay. So it'll go on the outside. You can also just snip some off. Look. There we go. Okay, that's not very straight. Use your, that's it. And then you have, let me use this piece. Same thing, corner pocket, except all you've done is snip it off all you've done is snip it off there. Same thing with the flaps. And like so, and then you could stitch just there if you wanted. It's anything goes. Now, the last thing I'm going to show you. So choose whatever width you want. And this is we know it's 8 1/4 because it's the A5 size. So I'm just going to quickly cut this to 8 1/4. Here we go. Yes. And let's say I want 2 inches. Oh, I'm very stupid. I cut it to 8. Okay. All right. Basic flap. That's about enough. Or just eyeball it. Seriously. And look, guys. There is your belly band. Now you can also stick your belly band right over your pocket if you wanted to. If you want to get complicated, then you can put something in that pocket. You would stick this down and you would still be able to put stuff inside. And there is a little page for you. So I'm just going to quickly stick this down. I'm not going to make another one. So if you want to make it with a flap, all you have to do again is give an extra 1/4 of an inch on either side to make your flap, but it's very rare that I do it. So this page just in itself is very pretty. You could embellish it more, of course. And there is your belly band. Now on the edges of your belly band, you can make it fancy with a nice punch. There's just so many ways to embellish it. So for instance, this is your page. You've got to put in your pocket there, and it's really nice, I think, to layer your pockets one on top of the other, because I love lots of pockets. I love my journals to be very interactive, so you're opening and closing, and instead of just plain. You see, and let me see this one. Yeah, this is a nice pocket, but yeah, you know, you see here I used a packet, just a little pretty packet, and then I put a journal card on top, and I left this open in order to put whatever you want inside. So these are also ideas for journal pages for you, and I'm going to be doing more videos like that, giving you ideas for journal pages, and then you can just adapt them as you want. I mean, we made this envelope or this pocket, depends how you wanted that. You could even glue that on top of here, and I would glue it down here. Okay, I'm going to do it. Let me show you. So we're going to glue it about here. What I'm going to do is put 2 glue lines here, and I'm going to, because I don't want them very wide. This is just another journal page idea. Stick your pocket or envelope, whatever you're going to use it as, down, and you've got a complete page here. Really a rather nice idea. And then you will make, you notice I didn't put any glue on the bottom, and then let's just check that it's all glued down there on the edge, you know. Come on, out you come. Ish. Let's go. There we go. There. And just a little bit more there. And if you want to, you can glue it on the bottom. I'm not going to. And then, guys, you'll have another pocket. So I would have to make a little bit narrow. Doesn't fit this one. But I just want to show you. Okay, I'm just going to cut this one. It's going to look ugly, but it doesn't matter. Just for the sake of showing you. So you would make your journal, okay, I need an even smaller one. All right, let's cut a bit more. And the other side. that there. I didn't cut it very well because I'm rushing a bit. And look, hey, why isn't this going in? Because I put glue down there, that's why, by mistake. If you do that, use your, there we go, just to open it out. Now you can stick your little tag, and the glue has gone, which I didn't want. I don't know why it's, okay, well, there it is. So now you've got a pocket, and you've got a belly band, and you've got either, you can use this as a pocket as well. And do I have another? Not really. I'm just looking for something to put in here. Let's pretend. Okay, and so you can have it open like that, and probably a bigger, or a tag that goes all the way up there. So here's a great page for you ladies to do. Now, or make this into a pocket envelope. Put something there to hold the flat down, so you open it, and then it makes your page very interactive. So I've gone from showing you pockets to a page. It's just how I work, I suppose, you know. So, and if you wanted to, this one still has to be a little bit more narrow. So if I was going to do this, I would probably make my belly band a little bit wider to make the space better for your tag, because it'll look very nice, let's say, to have your tag hanging out the bottom with a nice edge on it, or a lacy edge. Although I'm just going to quickly cut this. I'm not worried too much about but it worked out. I mean, look how pretty. Now you would have that pretty edge hanging out. Can you see that? Probably look better if you can see it. I've just put a new brush sponge on here. I mean, nothing's distressed, and you can mix and match your paper when you do this. Look how pretty that is. Yeah. And so you would have a nice edge hanging out. Anyway, I think I've gone on enough. I hope you enjoyed this. Do let me know in the comments, especially if you want to see me doing more pages to give you guys ideas for your journals. I will see you again soon for more. What shall we do next? Maybe folders or something. Anyway, whatever. I'll be back with more tutorials. Ciao now. Don't forget to hit that bell, guys. Bye bye.